Hi, this is Mike, owner of droners.io, and I am very excited to announce the rebuilt version of Droners. We've been working on this for the past, I say 9 months, but it's been over 9 months. We've been working on it for a long time. Fully rebuilt the back end. That back end's already in production. Fully rebuilt at the front end. We're about to release that. It's actually in production. It just hasn't been released yet. Just fine tuning a few things. So this is the fully rebuilt droners.io. I'm going to walk through a few things. I'm going to have some tutorials coming over the next few weeks, some full tutorials of the different functionality uh, for the rebuilt version. But just very excited to get this out. What you'll notice with it, it's going to be a lot more intuitive. It's going to have a more modern feel. It's going to be faster. It's going to be cleaner. And right now, the functionality is pretty similar to what you get on the old version. It's just a little bit easier to use on the new version. And I'll show you some examples here in a second. But the best thing about the rebuilt version is now that we've rebuilt that with a much more modern framework on the front end, the back end is much more organized and what would you say, much more efficient. We're going to be able to add enhancements substantially faster. So we have a bunch of enhancements that are going to be coming, some new functionality coming that will help you hire drone pilot easier and more efficiently. So I'll go through a couple of those as well. So just real quick, we're going to walk through this. Like I said, we'll have some full training videos here shortly. This is just going to be a few minute video. But as we see here, we see all the active job posts. We see the active done for you posts. We see how many pilots we have hired. Again, if you look at view all, we can see all of our marketplace jobs here. You can sort by status. You see all your done for you jobs. We can see pilots. We'll have a new type of pilot search. And if we go, we have our messages here. Let's go ahead and just let's look at a couple of jobs. So this is a job where a pilot's been hired. And you have the details of the job. You can give a bonus here if you need to, whether that's a tip. Sometimes give bonus to tip. Sometimes it's just from scope creep, or you have some extra editing or extra work you need, so you can give a bonus of $100, let's say, or whatever it is, just to pay the droner. We can also so you have the bonus there. We have the chat here that I think this will take you to the chat as well. So we have the chat. This chat very soon will be updated. It's still pretty similar to the old version, but it'll be much more modern. You'll have formatting options. We're going to have a link so you can start a Zoom call in here. So you can either video chat or just voice chat over Zoom with your pilots if you need to interview them. We'll make like links, and adding attachments will be all a lot easier. As you know, the functionality just was not that modern. It was just kind of old on the old version. So that's all going to be a lot better here shortly. You can copy your job number if you need to copy that. You have invoices here if you have invoices. So like, especially on like multi-flight jobs, you might have multiple invoices here. We're also going to get, for multi-pilot and multi-flight jobs, we're going to make much better management, easier to manage those jobs, either change the price between jobs on multi-flights. So we're going to have a lot of improvements on that coming as well. That's going to be a little bit longer down the road, not in the next few weeks, but that's going to be coming as well. We're also going to be, what I think one of the most exciting, or one of the most requested features, I say. So I'm very excited about it because it's so requested, is the ability to reuse jobs. So we don't have it here yet, but what you'll be able to do is just look at your old jobs and hit reuse posting. It'll be like right here, and you hit boom, or it might be over here, it might be right here. Reuse posting, boom, hit it, and you create a brand new job, and it'll take a template of the job you're reposting and just put it all there, because a lot of people will have very similar jobs. If you post a lot of jobs, your description and stuff's going to be very similar. The location will be blank. That's not going to copy over, but everything else will copy over. And then maybe you just need to go in and edit 2 or 3 things. Instead of having to repost, copy, paste from job to job, you can just reuse old templates over and over again to make the posting more efficient. The posted job, one thing I wanted to note here about posting a job. So let's say we post a marketplace job here. This whole process is going to be easier. It was like a form before, so if you try to back out while in the middle of posting, you'd get an error. So, and let's just go here. We have the title. So say we have make a random title there, and we'll put a budget here, and make a description. All right, and this is the address. So finding putting an address is going to be a lot easier. One thing, especially for vacant land, where if you're a land investor and you have all these properties that don't have physical addresses, don't have street addresses, it was confusing before because you need to do an address and coordinates. And so now you can do an address or coordinates, or you can do a combination of both. So that will be a lot easier. You'll still have all your advanced options. If you want to add a KML, you can put that in there and it'll map it out for the pilot. You can add PDFs, or if you have a land portal link or links to a GIS site, you can put this here as well. So this whole posting process will be a lot easier. And then you can kind of go back from up here as well, along with down here, and you won't have the same kind of form issues that we've had before that we had on the old version. And if we look at the done for you, it's going to be just a smoother process, just a more modern, smoother, easier to post job. So if we pick a commercial job here, you can back out of it if you want. It's easy to add add-ons, and then you can back up as much as you want, make any edits you need, and move forward with it. The last thing, like I said, we'll have there's more enhancements coming to that as well. We'll also have we'll have more enhancements coming. The last thing I wanted to go through is, while you're using this, if you run into any issues, if you have or if you have any enhancement ideas, you run into some bugs, because there could be, with this being new software, there could be some bugs. All you need to do, you don't have to email us, you don't have to find our support email. All you have to do is hit this little question mark here, boom, send feedback. And we'll just say enhancement request. I want to be able to reuse old jobs. You can put, if you have a bug, you can put a quick little video here. You can put images of what you see here. And then we'll hit send message. And that'll go directly to our team. We can get that over. If it's an enhancement that makes sense, we'll put it on our backlog. We'll get that over to our developers, my dev team, if there's a bug. All right. I'm very excited to release this. If you have any feedback or questions, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.